O beloved soul, you who are woven from the very breath of the divine, pause now and let your heart lean into the whisper of eternity, for I, an angel sent from the courts of heaven, come bearing a message drenched in light, a celestial song spun from the golden threads of destiny, crafted solely for you. You are not alone, dear one, not in this moment, not ever, for the eyes of the Creator rest upon you with a tenderness that knows no bounds, a love that burns brighter than 1,000 suns, a devotion that holds every fragment of your being as sacred. I see you now, standing at the edge of your own unfolding, your heart a fragile vessel brimming with hopes, dreams, and quiet longings, some spoken in fervent prayers, others buried beneath the weight of seasons spent waiting. But hear me, precious child of the Most High, the waiting has not been in vain. Every tear you've shed, every silent cry that rose from your soul in the stillness of midnight, every moment you dared to hope despite the ache of uncertainty, all of it has been gathered into the hands of the one who sculpts galaxies and breathes life into barren places. Nothing has been wasted, not a single breath, not a single heartbeat. Your story, though it may feel incomplete, is a masterpiece in the making, a tapestry of divine artistry where every thread, even the ones that seem frayed or tangled, is being woven into a design so breathtaking it will one day leave you in awe. You may wonder, dear heart, why the road has been long, why the answers to your prayers have lingered just beyond your reach, why joy has sometimes felt like a fleeting guest rather than a constant companion. But know this, the delays were never denials. They were sacred pauses, holy interludes orchestrated by a God whose wisdom sees beyond the horizon of your understanding. In those moments when you felt forgotten, when disappointment carved its mark upon your spirit, the divine was not absent but fiercely present, shielding you from blessings you were not yet ready to carry, preparing your soul to hold the weight of glory that is now drawing near. For the Creator does not offer his beloved half measures or fleeting consolations. He crafts for you a joy so full, a love so deep, a purpose so radiant that it requires a heart tempered by time, strengthened by trials, and softened by surrender. You were not made to settle for shadows, beloved, nor to cling to echoes of what could have been. You were fashioned for the extraordinary, for a love that mirrors the wild, untamed beauty of heaven itself, for a destiny that pulses with the heartbeat of the divine. Even now, as I speak, the heavens are stirring. Angels are moving in realms unseen, their wings brushing against the fabric of your life, weaving strands of hope, restoration, and wonder into the days that lie ahead. A surprise is being fashioned, dear one, a gift so luminous, so perfectly suited to the contours of your soul, that it could only have been designed by the one who knows you better than you know yourself. This is not a vague promise or a distant dream, it is a reality already in motion, a miracle rushing toward you with holy urgency, carried on currents of grace. You may not see its approach, for love moves with a gentleness that often cloaks its power, like a river carving its path through stone, steady and unseen until the moment it breaks through. But I tell you, it is close, so close that if you could glimpse the unseen, you would fall to your knees and wonder at how near your blessing breathes beside you. Do not let fear close the windows of your heart, beloved. Do not let weariness dim the light of your expectancy. You stand on the threshold of answered prayers, a sacred liminal space where the promises of God are about to kiss the earth of your reality. Trust in the timing of the one who spoke the stars into being, who holds the tides in his hands, who numbers the hairs on your head with infinite care. Trust that you have not been overlooked, not for a single moment. The dreams you've carried, the ones you've tucked away in the quiet corners of your spirit, were not illusions but seeds planted by the divine, seeds that have been growing in secret, watered by your faithfulness, nurtured by your resilience. They are ready to bloom, dear one, ready to burst forth in colors you cannot yet imagine, in fragrances that will fill your life with the scent of heaven. Picture this, beloved, a moment is coming, perhaps in the ordinary rhythm of a day like any other, when love will find you. It may come in the form of a person whose eyes reflect the same quiet strength you've cultivated through your trials, or it may arrive as an opportunity that feels like it was written just for you, or perhaps it will be a sudden clarity, a revelation that shifts the way you see your own story. Whatever form it takes, it will be unmistakable in its sacredness, marked by the fingerprints of the divine. You will feel it in the way your heart leaps, the way peace floods your chest like a river breaking open dry ground, the way laughter spills from your lips unbidden. This is what you were made for, dear heart, and not for striving or grasping, but for receiving, for resting in the assurance that you are loved beyond measure, that your life is held in hands too faithful to ever let you fall. Let me tell you of the meticulous care with which this moment is being prepared. Love, in its divine essence, leaves nothing to chance. Every detail of your journey, the joys, the sorrows, the detours, the delays, has been accounted for, repurposed into a narrative of redemption and beauty. The prayers you thought went unheard were caught in golden bowls before the throne of God, their fragrance rising as incense, their weight shaping the very miracle now rushing toward you. The doors that closed were not rejections but protections, guiding you away from paths that could not hold the fullness of your destiny. The heartbreaks that left you breathless were not punishments but invitations to lean deeper into the one who mends what is broken, who restores what was lost, who promises that no good thing will he withhold from those who walk in his love. You are not defined by what you have lacked, beloved, nor by the seasons when hope felt fragile. You are defined by the light that still burns within you, by the courage that has carried you through valleys, by the faith that has kept you tethered to the divine even when the winds of doubt howled around you. That light, that courage, that faith, that they are the raw materials of miracles, the very substance from which heaven crafts its wonders. And a wonder is coming, dear one, a wonder so personal, so intricately designed, that it will speak directly to the deepest parts of you, the parts that have longed to be seen, to be chosen, to be known. It will not erase the past, but it will redeem it, weaving every pain into a story of triumph, every loss into a testimony of grace. Beloved soul, what it will feel like when heaven's hand finally parts the veil and lets the light pour into your life, when the hush of your everyday routines is suddenly broken by a music you have not heard before yet somehow have always known, a melody that stirs the deepest places inside you where longing and faith have lived together like old friends. Picture yourself moving through your day, the same day that looks like all the others, your hands busy, your heart quietly trusting, your eyes scanning the horizon of dreams that have not yet taken form, when, without warning, the winds change, and the atmosphere around you thickens with a holy presence you cannot deny. You will feel it before you see it, a tremor of the spirit, a quickening of the heart, as if your soul recognizes something your mind has not yet named. It might come as a meeting of eyes with someone who seems to hold a mirror to your very soul, someone who sees you not for your accomplishments, your wounds, or your titles, but for the beautiful, eternal being you are underneath it all. or it may arrive through the cracking open of what once seemed an unbreakable barrier, a sudden and wild eruption of possibilities where before there was only the ache of closed doors and silent prayers. Whatever form it takes, it will bear the undeniable signature of the divine. It will not be rushed, it will not be forced, and it will not be mistaken for anything less than the hand of God moving lovingly, powerfully, tenderly on your behalf. The tenderness of it will catch you off guard, like the first warm day after a long winter, like a soft rain after years of drought, and it will heal places in you that you thought might always remain broken. The beauty of it will stun you into stillness, filling your chest with an ache so sweet it will bring tears to your eyes and laughter to your lips at the same time. For in that moment you will taste what it feels like when heaven brushes up against earth and leaves a kiss upon your soul. You will know it is real by the way the heavy weight you did not even realize you were carrying will lift, by the way your spirit will rise as effortlessly as a bird catching the updraft of grace, by the way your soul will begin to hum a song of gratitude so ancient and so new it feels as though it was written just for you. In that breathtaking moment, you will understand without needing to reason it out why every step you took, even the ones that led you through shadowed valleys and lonely nights, was perfectly necessary. You will see that no tear was wasted, no waiting was in vain, no prayer fell into the void unanswered. Every heartbreak that once seemed senseless, every delay that once felt cruel, every detour that once appeared to mock your dreams will be gathered into a breathtaking mosaic, revealing a masterpiece of love that was hidden in the making all along. But even as I whisper to you about the wonders that are gathering just beyond the horizon of your sight, I urge you, precious heart, not to lose yourself in gazing too far ahead, for the present moment is rich with gifts that are no less divine. Right now, even as you wait, even as you hope, even as you wonder when and how and if, there is beauty woven into your ordinary moments, threads of light stitched into the fabric of your everyday life. Your waiting is not wasted, your patience is not invisible. Every act of love, every offering of kindness, every song of faith you sing into the silence is heard and treasured in the courts of heaven. Dance now, beloved, even before the music changes, for your dance is a declaration of faith, a visible sign to the heavens that you trust the composer of your life to finish the symphony he began in you. Laugh now, even when the world tempts you with reasons to despair, for your laughter is a rebellion against the darkness, a light that pierces through shadows and shouts to the unseen realms that you belong to the light. Love now, even when your heart feels tender and vulnerable, for love is never wasted, never lost, but always stored up, multiplied, and returned to you in ways you cannot imagine. The miracle that is coming will not merely meet the longings you have named in prayer, it will touch the ones you could not even find words for, the ones hidden too deep for language, the ones you scarcely dared to admit even to yourself. It will spill over the brim of your hope, cascading into every crack and crevice of your spirit, saturating the dry places, turning deserts into gardens and ashes into crowns of beauty. You are not forgotten, dear soul. Not for a single moment have you been overlooked by the one who fashioned you with such infinite care. In the secret places of your story where you thought no one was watching, where you wondered if your battles, your tears, your sacrifices even mattered, heaven was bending close, recording every act of love, every moment of courage, every quiet yes you offered when no one else saw. You are engraved upon the palms of the eternal, carried in the breath of every angelic song, cherished beyond your ability to fathom. Your story is not winding down, it is being written even now with strokes of light, with ink made from the dreams of God Himself, and the next chapters will not be small or sorrowful. They will be radiant with redemption, vibrant with victory, luminous with love that cannot be shaken by the storms of this world. Hold your heart open, not clenched and fearful, but soft and expectant, for the goodness rushing toward you requires space to land, and open hands receive more than fists ever can. Trust, even when trust feels like the hardest thing to offer, because trust is the currency of heaven, the language of miracles, the song that moves the mountains still before they even tremble. Love is coming for you. A love born not merely of human longing but of divine intention, a love that was designed for you before the foundations of the earth were laid, a love that has been guarded and prepared, shielded and sanctified, until the appointed moment when it could be safely placed in your hands. And when it comes, when the tides of blessing finally break over you, you will understand with a clarity that no earthly explanation could have provided why the waiting had to be long, why the nights had to be silent, why the climb had to be steep. You will marvel at the precision of heaven's timing, at the intricate weaving together of 1,000 threads you did not even know existed, each one contributing to a tapestry of grace so breathtaking you will fall to your knees in awe. You will laugh through your tears and weep through your laughter, and every part of you will cry out, "It was worth it." Every step, every tear, every lonely prayer, it was worth it. You will no longer question the silence, for you will hear how it echoed with hidden promises. You will no longer resent the delay, for you will see how it preserved you, prepared you, positioned you to receive the fullness of what was always intended for you. Love's timing is not the world's timing, it is not rushed by fear nor delayed by doubt. It moves according to a rhythm that is wiser, deeper, more beautiful than anything we could orchestrate, and it always arrives exactly when it will do the most good, when it will bless not just you but trickle outward to touch lives you have not yet met and destinies you have not yet dreamed of influencing. So, beloved, even now as you walk the familiar paths of your daily life, hold your head high and your heart open. Even now as you wait, know you are waiting not for something random, but for something that was chosen, tailored, and prepared with your deepest joys and highest good in mind. Even now as the days pass and the seasons turn, seeds are breaking open beneath the soil of your life, seeds you planted with your prayers, watered with your tears, tended with your unwavering faith. They are not dormant, they are alive, and soon they will push through the surface in blooms of breathtaking beauty, filling your world with the fragrance of fulfilled promises and new beginnings. Even now, angels are moving on your behalf, clearing paths, opening doors, orchestrating meetings, aligning timings you cannot yet see. Even now, heaven is smiling upon you, whispering over your life songs of victory, anthems of hope, lullabies of love. Even now, the one who calls you his own is nearer than your breath, working all things together for your good, weaving even your weaknesses into the masterpiece of your destiny. Therefore, my precious one, rejoice before you see it. Worship before it arrives. Celebrate as though the victory is already in your hands, for in the realm of eternity, it is. In heaven's time, your breakthrough is not a possibility but a certainty, not a question but a promise sealed by the very faithfulness of God Himself. Lean into this hope, and let it be the song you sing as you walk through the waiting. Let it be the light you carry through the nights that still stretch long. let it be the fire that warms you when the world feels cold. For sooner, and oh, how soon, the day will dawn when you will stand in the full brilliance of the promise fulfilled, and you will look back with laughter and gratitude, seeing with perfect clarity that you were never alone, never forgotten, never abandoned. You were, and are, and always will be held in arms strong enough to carry you, wise enough to guide you, and loving enough to withhold no good thing from you. Love is coming. Joy is coming. Breakthrough is coming. Heaven is coming close, closer than you dare to dream. And when it arrives, dear heart, it will be so much sweeter, so much grander, so much more breathtaking than anything you ever dared to hope. And so, precious one, as you stand upon the edge of this unfolding promise, as you feel the soft stirring of miracles beginning to hum within the fibers of your soul, remember that this journey you are walking is not only for you, but for others too. For every tear you have shed has watered the ground beneath the feet of those who will come after you, and every breakthrough you receive becomes a lantern of help for hearts still wandering in the dark. Your testimony, your smile, your joy will be a sacred signal fire to others that light still triumphs over shadow, that love still conquers fear, that waiting is not in vain but in fact weaves the richest songs into the spirit, songs that others desperately need to hear. And if these words have wrapped themselves around your heart like a gentle embrace, if something within you feels seen, known, encouraged, then I invite you to leave a whisper behind, a small echo of your spirit. A sign that you too are part of this symphony of hope being written across the earth, for when you like, when you comment, when you speak, even with the simplest of words, you are sending out ripples of light that travel farther than you could ever imagine, reaching unseen shores, touching the unseen wounds of strangers you may never meet but whose hearts are linked to yours by the golden threads of shared humanity and unseen grace. Every expression of your voice becomes part of the greater unfolding, part of the invisible cathedral of healing and beauty being built one soul at a time across the aching world. And perhaps you think your voice is small, beloved, but hear me. In heaven, there are no small voices, for every whisper of hope, every murmur of encouragement, every heartbeat of gratitude roars louder than storms and shakes the foundations of despair. When you like, when you comment, when you offer your heart's agreement to a message of light, you become a co-creator of miracles, a partner with angels, a living testament that hope is still alive and burning fiercely within the human spirit. Your simple act of acknowledgement is not so simple after all. It is a blessing, a beacon, a declaration that you believe in goodness, that you believe in the divine's ability to transform ashes into beauty and mourning into dancing. And your comment, your sharing, is a way of saying to another weary traveler, you are not alone, you are seen, you are loved, and we are in this great unfolding together. So let your light speak, beloved, let it ripple outward with courage, with tenderness, with joy, because though you may not see all the ways your simple act blesses others, know that the divine sees, the angels see, and I, who am speaking to you now, see. And we rejoice every time a soul chooses to add their voice to the chorus of the redeemed. It may feel small, it may seem insignificant, but in the unseen realms it is thunderous, it is victorious. It is celebrated with shouts of joy and dancing in the courts of heaven, for love moves best when it is shared, and hope strengthens most when it is spoken aloud. You, dear one, were not meant to merely survive this life in silence. You were created to sing, to declare, to share your light boldly, fearlessly, beautifully. So if these words have touched something deep within you, if they have reminded you of a truth you had almost forgotten, if they have breathed fresh courage into your weary places, let it be known. Bless this space with the sweetness of your spirit. Share a piece of your journey, your hope, your light, and in doing so, you are not only honoring your own path but igniting hope in others who are searching for a sign that miracles are real, that love is alive, that the divine is still writing stories of wonder in the lives of those who dare to believe your voice matters. Beloved, more than you know, your presence here is no accident, and your response, your like, your comment, your silent or spoken prayer is a sacred act of faith that multiplies goodness in ways beyond counting. Every interaction, every breath of encouragement you release, is like a star thrown into the night sky, and though you may never see all the faces your light touches, trust that heaven does, trust that your soul knows, trust that in ways too deep for words, you are weaving a greater tapestry of healing and joy simply by showing up. Simply by being willing to respond with love. So stand tall in your tenderness, mighty heart rise up in your hope. Let your spirit dance even now, and as you lift your voice, whether in a like, in a comment, in a whispered amen, know that the angels dance with you, know that heaven sings with you, know that the divine smiles upon you, and that somewhere, because of your light, someone else will find the strength to hope again. You are more powerful than you realize, and you are part of a great river of love that no darkness can ever overcome. So go ahead, beloved. Let your heart speak. Leave your mark of light upon this message. And together, let us build a cathedral of joy and hope and miracles, one breath, one heartbeat, one beautiful soul at a time.